Fox News went out and dismantled Tucker's old studio right as we get a new episode from Tucker that dropped exclusively on Twitter. And at the time of this recording, you can see this video has got 65.8 million views. I'm sure it's much more than that by the time you're watching this because it is still fresh and hot off the presses. But Tucker, he had multiple studios. He recorded in various locations. And right after this whole firing and expulsion of Tucker, Fox News had to go and clean up some of their mess. In this case, it was Tucker Carlson's studio. And here is the story over from the Daily Mail. Now, they tell us that there is an axe to grind. They've actually sent out a reporter and caught photographs of this scene. But Tucker is seen rebuilding his barn-turned-satellite studio after Fox News dismantled his remote set near his main summer home. Those little punks. They just went out there. They're like, this is our stapler, Tucker. Oh, yeah. Those are your Sharpies and pens? No, they're ours. Okay, they came from corporate. He's like, take your Sharpies, take your stapler. I don't want your crap corporate stapler anyways. Get out of my office. Now, this happens as loyalists quit the network to join his new secret venture, which we're learning more about because he just released a video. And there was a ton of reaction to the video. Of course, we're going to see that as well. But what we see from the Daily Mail is that they say workers from Fox News swooped in and dismantled Tucker Carlson's main recording studio just as he was preparing to take his show to Twitter. Those little jerks. In the studio, which was a converted barn, will now have to be completely rebuilt after being left in shambles by Fox News. Patrick Feeney, who's managing the work, said Fox came in last week and got all their crap out of there. Their staplers and all of their furniture and stuff, all of their, get it out of here. They took the set and everything, all the equipment, the chairs, the desk, the fake walls, everything. They took the ice cube trays out of the freezer. They took the toilet paper holder out of the toilet paper. These Fox punks. Now the conservative firebrand is helping work alongside a three-man construction crew at the studio in downtown Woodstock, according to the Daily Mail, and some photos that they took. And this is great. I couldn't be more excited about this. Now we're going to see that people like Brian Stelter and Media Son and Taylor Lorenz, we're going to get to this, they're very gleeful that Tucker is downsizing. They're thinking that he's acting like a peasant live streamer, like just some regular idiot YouTuber who just creates content like kind of with themselves or, you know, one other person on their team, small teams, like little unsophisticated people. I think this is great news. I think that Tucker is going to be more agile. He's going to be more free. The costs are going to be dramatically lower, and he's going to be able to deliver his message without all of the other gatekeepers, without all of the other pomp that people like Brian Stelter need. He needs a team of 55 people to put his message and his disgusting face on the air so that people can digest it. And even then, it didn't work out that well for him. They had to throw him off the air. So this is, I think, great news. And this is them crying about the transition to a lighter framework from old media to new media. So Fox came in, these little pathetic creeps, and they took everything, all the equipment, the chairs, the desk, the fake walls, everything. Rather than just, you know, all right, thanks, Tucker. Keep your stuff. Have a nice life. We're, you know, let bygones be bygones. We're not going to come out and go at each other's throats here, right? No, of course they are. They're taking the nails out of the walls that you hung the pictures on, these people. So now the conservative firebrand is working with others. You see Tucker out there. He's got his axe in hand. He's geared up, baby. He's looking good. He's looking fresh. He's coming out ready to deliver a new message. And so the Daily Mail's got some more photos of this stuff, and you see he is caught in some of these action shots. And I'm very sure he knows this dude is here taking photos of him. You can see it. That's like the, all right, there's a dude taking pictures of me right there. Look. And he's walking around, and you see there's more from the story. He spends his summers in the rural town, 55 miles west of the state of Augusta. Fox had built the set in an old barn so he could broadcast his show remotely. He was due to start the filming from the satellite studio within a few weeks when he just was suddenly fired by the network. So they were building this whole thing for him. Tucker has since given his own crew a new job to get the studio back up and running. but the removal of the original set meant they had to repair things. Said there's no hardware in place at all. There's not even an infrastructure for a TV studio for a long time. Feeney, who spends a lot of his time in Florida, recently returned to Woodstock, where he owns a house as well. He said that Tucker just got back late last night after meeting with lawyers, all that stuff. As you can imagine, he's very, very busy right now. The polarizing host, they say, was booted from the Tucker Carlson show. Here's a photo of Tucker and his daughter helping him unpack. It's a family affair. Rebuilding. Amazing, amazing, amazing. I'm sure that really irritates a bunch of people in the media. And we continue on. Here's some more photographs of him moving stuff around. This is the location where he was set to film. And so they're rebuilding this location. And I always love looking at recording setups and what they have in their gear stack. And so you see, here's some more of Tucker getting some help from the family. Soon after some of the pretrial discovery matters leaked in the Dominion case, Fox made their decisions. Tucker announced his new show, and that dropped on Twitter. This looks like it's Tucker's wife helping along with other individuals who were rebuilding the inside of the studio. And so very cool. Check this out. You can see they are, it looks like an old barn in there, and they are just retooling and rebuilding, and lots of cool stuff you can see happening in there. An insider also told the Daily Mail that several Fox employees have already quit to join the startup. But according to Carlson's own Construction Matter, the new show is not going to be happening within a month, at least if they're relying on Woodstock to be the hub. Details of the new venture still being worked out. He said, "We just came to clean it up and get it looking like something again. There's no imminent venture. We're just getting this ready in case something does happen." Three-man construction crew could seen there last Thursday in the garage sawing wood, extending electrical wire, repeatedly entering the once and future studio while banging away with hammers. Carlson spent much of his day working inside the phones, dealing with the fallout from Fox News, plotting his new adventure. He emerged to greet his wife, came in with crates and boxes. Carlson was dressed up in a brown vest, sleeves, grabbed an axe and a drill from the trunk, along with several boxes. Now here's a photograph of Tucker dropping some boxes into the bin, and I went ahead and took the liberty of modifying this for us into this format, which I thought was very appropriate for our efforts here. This will, of course, be the thumbnail of this video. However, I thought it is appropriate. It is a new era, and Tucker is moving on. Carlson's busy with other stuff, preparing for the wedding. He also fit in a fishing trip. He declined an interview request, so big things will be coming, and that is all very good news. Now, as we mentioned, Tucker released a very nice monologue segment on Twitter, and it's been doing very well. I'd invite you to watch it. I retweeted it, and it is wide-ranging. It covers a lot of different topics, from aliens to the dam explosion in the Ukraine-Russian theater, and other stories all packed into one segment. And it was very good. It was very concise, and it was nice to have Tucker back in the fray. And I think this is going to be such a big move for the entire conservative effort in media. And the fact that he's getting now 65 million plus, easily be 100 million views any day now, that is drawing new eyeballs, new energy, new attention to Twitter. It's amazing, amazing. However, some people in the old media are just coping hard. They are saying this is it. In fact, you know this person. Her name is Taylor Lorenz. She came out with a tweet. She was retweeting this, and she said the following. She said, "It's wild to see what a fish out of water he is on the internet. No jump cuts, no background music, no catchy thumbnail, no video title. Not sure how he's going to stack up against an average streamer or YouTuber." So Taylor Lorenz, who is what I would characterize as a copy-paste journalist who just creates controversy out of nothing, and then when the controversies don't work, she just copies and pastes other stories from around the media, very lacking insight, and it's the most milquetoast, benign, boring garbage from traditional liberal media that you'd come to expect. That's why they love her, and that's why she's got millions of followers, or not even that, 350,000 followers. I thought it was much more significant than that. Okay. So the point is, she says it's wild to see what a fish out of water he is. And these people are just obsessed with pomp, that their analysis is limited to this shallow interpretation, and says it's interesting to see people frame 60 16 million views as a success. It's not 16 million, dingbat. That was like within minutes. It's up to 60 plus. It's going to be 100 million soon. And she says, this is all fake. Twitter view counts are inflated. And it's even not that much when you're talking about social content. You go, okay, well, so it's called cope. It's when people really feel badly internally and they have this cognitive dissonance where they have this internal contradiction and they can't reconcile these two conflicting things. So they have to do cope, which means she has to go out here on Twitter and play patty cake with her other friends in the media trying to dunk on Tucker, which now this has 1.1 million views. Look at that. I took the screenshot not that long ago. Or this was from, wait, she said 16 million. So wait, this is her post. Her post has 1.1 million views. Tucker's has 76 million views now. So she was dogging on 16 million. Now it's 76 million. I wonder what she says about that. But the point is, these people are coping. Brian Stelter dropped the biggest one. Now, Brian Stelter is sort of like an internet detective. Here's what he has sleuthed for us. He wrote, Tucker on Twitter is how Tucker's video is branded. Notice his right hand in the wide shot. He's using a teleprompter controller to control the teleprompter himself. Tucker Carlson controls his own teleprompter. He's such a loser. Not like me. I'm Brian Stelter. I have a team of 37 people who control my teleprompter because I'm too unsophisticated to control it myself. So that's his dunk on Tucker. He says, as of today, we've come to Twitter. We're grateful to be here. Here's the monologue. And so he's dunking on him for this. Hey, by the way, everybody, my mouse is right here. Do you guys know this? I control my own mouse. God, what a loser am I, right? What a total loser. I should probably hire somebody from CNN to control my mouse for me. Brian, do you have any good advice? Would you like to come control my mouse for me? Do you have a job right now, Brian? You want to be my mouse controller? So this is what they're doing. They're so lame. It's so dumb. And this is a great thing, honestly. A great thing. The fact that Tucker can do all this in real time, essentially, and control it himself is ideal. Do you know how much thought process I have put into being able to compile this show quickly and do things without having a whole team of people? Because that brings in fragilities into your workflow. Tucker doesn't have that anymore. Now he can just type something up, put it on the teleprompter, press record, control it, and go. Hand it off to his team of editors. Can Brian Stelter do any of that? Does he have any of those skill sets at all? Could he control his own teleprompter? Probably not. Could he open up an editing file? I have no idea. But based on what we've seen from his level of intelligence on his on-air broadcast, I'm guessing not. So these people are coping so hard, and I love this media battle. I think Tucker is going to be more agile, more free, more anti-fragile, more robust in everything he does, and the media is going to continue to melt down. But this is a big victory, I think, for conservative media, for the institution that we want to reinforce, which is Twitter and other freer speech platforms. Tucker's being a big part of that. So we will continue to follow. Thank you for subscribing. Thank you for liking this video wherever it is you're watching it. We'll look forward to seeing you on the next one.